Today I thought I'll take you for a little walk round a motorcycle supermarket because motorcyclists are always moaning about the cost of new bikes. So we've come along to the Superbike Factory at Donington Park to see what you get for your money. Let's get in there and go check it out. And as always, we've got the beautiful Amy B here today, and is she going to give us some of those Superbike Factory facts?
So the Superbike Factory have 2,480 bikes across their 6 sites and 474 at their site here at Donington.
Let's get in there and go check them out. So yeah, as we enter in, see some of the sports bikes we've got over here, and what we'll do, we'll check out a few of the prices, and I guess the question is, what do you want the bike for? That's the question. So yeah, here we've got a Ducati Street Fighter from 2021. This is the V4S, over 200 brake horsepower. Is that too much for the street? The price on this bike, £15,390. I think that's a lot of bike for the money. I used to own one back in 2020. They were £20,000 then. For the new 2025 Street Fighter V4S, they're 25 grand. Right, so we've got the Panigale V2, so this is from 2019. So it's got 3,700 miles on the clock, and it's £11,590. The thing I love about these original Panigale V2s is they're 155 brake horsepower. Like I was saying, with some of the new stuff, they brought that down to about 120 brake. So this would be an absolute track weapon. So we've got Amy on the Ducati Monster. This is the 821, £6,290 for this one. What sort of mileage is this one done? 4,250 miles. So it's pretty low miles. And you've always been a fan of the Monsters, ain't you? Rather than the
with trellis. With
trellis, yes. The traditional trellis, which again they don't do that on the newer bikes, such as this one where we've got the 937. Let's head down this way because we've got a beautiful lineup of Triumph Street Triples, such as the 675. Now, I used to own one of these back in 2010, I think it was, and a bit later on they brought in this kind of shape of the headlight with the traditional ones were rounded, and the 675 engine. Sort of prices we're looking at on these, £5,390. And then obviously they changed that a little bit later on with the 765 engine. Amy's trapped between the bikes.
I've been to the gym this week.
So the 765, £7,990. This is a 25 reg, it's virtually brand new. 791 miles on the clock. That is, it's as good as new, Amy B.
Yeah, and if you had to get it on credit, £171 a month for a 25 plate bike is it's pretty good, isn't it?
Right, anyway, we've got over, what did you say, over 400 bikes to get through. We better
474.
Get 474. We get better get a bit of a wiggle on. So just on the opposite side of the lineup of the Triumphs, we've got some of the Yamahas. We've got an MT-07, we've got an MT-09. So yeah, this one's the SP. You can tell because we've got the gold forks on the front there, and another MT-09 on the end here. Again, £6,990, and what sort of mileage is that done? 3,350 miles. Again, these are super fun bikes as well. They're a bit of a wheelie machine. I think they've got quite a shorter wheelbase. Obviously, it carries. They carry that CP3 engine as well, which is bulletproof, really. I mean, I remember speaking to a guy the other month that had got one of the MT-09s, and he'd said he had done over 80,000 miles on his, and it's been trouble-free. So it'd be interesting if there's any viewers out there that can beat the mileage.
Yeah.
What's the most miles you've ever done?
Amy B's took a bit of a shine into the Kawasaki Z650, and we've got a few of those in stock as well today. 5 in total. Which colour would you pick? Amy's more interested in colour than engine size. You'd go for the white one.
And it's only done 385 miles.
And what's the price on this one today?
£5,090.
So yeah, look at it. There's not a shortage of Triumphs, is there? And just opposite the Triumphs, we've got the Hondas as well. We've got everything from the CB 500F to the 650R, the CB 1000R, another 1000R, and another on the end here. What sort of price are these going for today, Amy B?
Well, we've got a range from 5,990 all the way down to, this one's only 3,990, a little bit older.
So what sort of year is this then?
2015.
2015. So yeah, I mean, prices really do vary, don't you? I think they go from anywhere between kind of high end across all the dealerships, 25,000 to less than a couple of grand. Anyway, through to the next room. Look at this little MT125. Even comes complete with the L plate, as Amy B's passed her CBT for the second time. When are you actually going to do your full bike test?
One day.
When it warms up.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe in the spring we'll get her back on the little Benelli she owns. And yeah, I must admit, take a seat on this one, Amy B. We'll just get an idea of seat height, because that's the other thing, you know, because
quite tall.
you're kind of 5'4", I think. Let's see if she can get her feet flat down on this one.
No, I'm going to go
You
with
don't look
no.
very confident on that, but yeah, just pull it off the side stand.
Yeah, but then my foot the other side can't be.
Oh, you're not far off though, are you?
Not definitely too high for me.
Yeah, but yeah, I think sometimes when you're starting out, getting that feet flat down thing is always about building confidence on the bike as well. Let me have a sit on it at 5'9". Yeah, for me, I'm just flat-footed. But yeah, I mean, it is one of the taller ones amongst the range. But let's face it, some of the younger ones now, they tend to be 6 foot plus anyway. So I think these sort of like bikes have got a better seat height for the taller riders for sure.
It's a good looking 125.
It is. It's a great looking bike, and you're getting that Yamaha build quality with things like that. There's no price on it. So you've just passed your test. Look at this beauty. Again, we haven't got a price on this. I'm sure it'll be on their website though. The Aprilia. I think this is the RS125. Wow, what a beautiful looking bike. Let's just swing my leg over this. They're a bit different to some of the bikes I rode back in the day. Amy just said it looks bigger than a 125, and I think they do. And I'm not sure if because like sports bikes now have got so compact. If you look at some of the sports bikes from the 90s, they're absolutely massive fairings, massive tanks. They really have streamlined them over the years. So we've got all these Ducati scramblers down here, but this is one of my favourites as well. It's the one they brought out in, I think it was about 2020, which was the Cafe Racer version of it. And £6,490 on this one, 3,400 miles. There's a lot of bikes in here that's done very low miles. You're not down on the handlebars too much, so I think you can do some serious miles on this without feeling uncomfortable. And we've also got a bit of a sea of orange round at this end as well with the KTMs. We've got this 1290 Super Duke GT. We've got some of the 790s over here. Actually quite a fan of this this grey colour as well. Have a little sit on the GT. Do you know what, that's not too bad. I think it's the adventure bikes I've sat on that have got the higher seat height, but yeah, I've got my feet not quite flat down at 5'9". What sort of money are these going for, Amy B?
£7,512.
I mean, it's got 11,000 miles on the clock, but that's absolutely nothing for an engine like that. Right, so many bikes to look at. It's like, what do you look at next? Some sports tourers. So we can, let's have a little walk down this bit. We've got some phasers down here as well. The FZ8 phaser, great sports tourers. What sort of money are these going for these days? 62, what's that, 2012 for £4,290, but again, that looks in fabulous condition. What's the sort of mileage on it? 9,500. It's certainly been well cared for, well presented.
It's a lot of green.
Well, that's because it's a lot of bike. It's the H2 SX. I mean, we're up to £12,290 for this bike. It's got the luggage on it. I mean, these are a beast of a bike. I mean, there's going to be certainly no lack of power with something like this. So this one's on a 22 plate, and it's only done 2,200 miles again. So the thing is, when you're buying a brand new motorcycle, you've got to take in that thing called depreciation, as you well know. And that can be anything up to about 20 or 30% on some bikes. So, you know, through experience, the more you spend, the more you lose. So I think buying a second-hand bike, you kind of eliminate that depreciation straight away.
Oh, well, look at the little baby Husky.
These are the 401s. What do you think to the Husky?
Yeah, I quite like them. They're very narrow, so I don't know if the seat height might be better. No.
Yeah, I mean, it's
won't
just
be.
something completely different, ain't it? You know, it's like, that's what I like about it. The actual look itself is just completely different to any other bike here. So yeah, these bikes have not long come out. This is a 2024 plate, Ducati hypermotard. I mean, it is in absolute fabulous condition. And again, it's only done 790 miles, £9,490 for that bike. I've not actually had a sit on one of these yet. Yeah, the seat height's quite high. I don't know if you can see, but I am literally on my tiptoes there. I tell you what, it feels light. Right, here we've got the classic 350 Royal Enfield. We rode one of these in the south of India, didn't we?
Ooh, that's heavy.
But I tell you what.
It's only done 370 miles though.
Yeah, and it looks like it as well. It's absolutely beautiful colour. It's only £3,390 as well. Single seat, but I think you can convert them to a double seat.
Well priced though, no electronics to confuse me.
And what did you say? 378 miles. I mean, it's as good as new. What year is this bike? Let's have a look on the back. So it's a 2023. This is what I was just saying about the low mileage bikes. There's plenty out there. And I think some people just don't have the time to ride them. And just down the bottom here as well, we've got some BMWs. And as you can see with the big cylinders that are sticking out the side here, we've got the R1200. And we've got even the R9T down here as well. So yeah, beautiful looking bikes. What sort of money are these going for? £8,890, and this one's got 6,810 miles on the clock. But if I turn around, look at this, Amy B. We've got a Harley-Davidson. This is the Pan American 1250. This is kind of their stab at the adventure bike world.
I mean, that's looking like it's got potential.
Yeah, Amy's trying to pick out the best pillion seat on every bike. Not so keen on the sports bikes.
I feel like if I was going to go Harley though, I'd want to go sort of authentic Harley,
Yeah.
rather than like a adventure Harley.
More sort of cruiser style.
Yeah.
Put your feet up, wait for the sunshine to come out. The Rocket 3, this is one of the original ones.
It's so big.
Yeah, it's absolutely massive. So these are the 2.3 engine, and then they went to the 2.5. I mean, it looks like a lot of cleaning for my liking, but you can't help but admire these bikes. We've got the Triumph American, and even the Royal Enfield slotted in down here as well. This is the 650 Meteor. I mean, it kind of fits in nice what they've done with these bikes, and you can, again, the Royal Enfield prices, an absolute bargain, £5,391. You can see Amy's just found herself on the Harley-Davidson Sportster.
Yes.
And actually, you can get your feet down on this one, which makes a change.
I think I could get my knees down on this one.
This is, yeah, what we're talking here, look. £7,290 for the Sportster. And again, it's only done 2,672 miles.
Yeah, you see,
Which I'm trying to see without my glasses here. As I was just saying about the low miles, a 2013 1200 Harley-Davidson Sportster. and it's absolutely done nothing. But yeah, that kind of suits you actually.
Yeah, if you're going to go Harley, I feel like you need these handlebars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not quite the monkey hangers, but it's probably not Harley-Davidson conditions out there. I think it was a little bit drizzly when we came in. But yeah, got a nice line up. Oh, look at this one on the end here. Absolute massive front end on it. But look at that for a seat, Amy B. You would be fast asleep on that one. This is probably at the high end of the pricing.
It says Road Glide.
Yeah, the Road Glide. So yeah, I'm no expert on the Harleys, but yeah, this is I think this is actually the dearest bike in here. £21,990. I don't know how much these are new. It's only done 6,700 miles. But yeah, what a beautiful looking bike. I've got to have a sit on this one. What do you think?
Yeah, I can see us on, you know, like a road trip on that one.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, they are something special, ain't they? But yeah, love the colouring on it, and that seat's just so comfortable. It's flashing now. The alarm's going to go off on it. Or
So better.
Amy's just randomly pressing buttons. Yeah, if in doubt, just press them all. So the Thruxton 1200, again, I've got to admire the Triumph styling on these bikes. Cafe Racer, like I said, 1200 engine, £7,090. And what year is this one? 2017, again, 4,900 miles on the clock. That's a beautiful bike. Look at this for the Harley-Davidson lineup, all the way down to the bottom. Right, as you can see, it says more motorbikes this way.
Ready for adventure.
Yes, we are. And over here we've got some of the Ducati Desert X. Well, we've got quite a few Ducatis, some of the Multistradas. So yeah, I am a fan of the Desert X. Initially, when it first launched, I thought, yep, it looks a bit Kajiva elephant, don't it? And then I just thought they were a big bike. And then I went and did a weekend training with Sweet Lamb in Wales with a buddy of mine on the Desert X and the Desert X Rally. And I tell you what, these bikes handle really well off-road. We've also got the Africa Twins as well. So that's 2018 reg, and I think from 2017 to 2018 they changed some of the colouring on it. They put the red on it towards the back, made it a little bit more kind of sporty looking. £8,590. Again, only done 4,747 miles.
They've not been on an adventure.
No, this is it. You buy an adventure bike and do very little miles in that time. But yeah, 2018. So they bought these out. I think they relaunched them late 2016, 17. And they also did do them in a manual, which this is, and they also did the DCT, which we took out recently and went around the Lake District on it. And like I said, the new ones, that was an adventure sport. Too many buttons for my liking. I think most people will just jump on them and ride them. So some of these earlier ones, I like the fact that they're not overcomplicated on the electronics. It looks like this one's got some heated grips with it as well. You press that for the ABS, turns off the ABS, and I think possibly the traction control, and that's it. You know, that's what you want, a bit of simplicity when you're going off-roading. I always kind of said if I was going to go back to the Honda Africa Twin, I'd get one of the earlier ones. Yamaha tenere 700, absolute bulletproof bike.
1,365 miles.
Wow, that is absolutely nothing again. And what year is this one? Is that a 2000?
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, again, look at that bike, looks absolutely stunning. And what's the price on this one, Amy B?
8,290.
Wow, let's have a little sit on this one. I've ridden, again, some of the newer ones, but, you know, how much more do you get for your money? That's the thing. So, yeah, kind of like back to basics, jump on it and ride it, nice light clutch. And, yeah, I mean, I must admit, I am a fan of the Teneres. And, yeah, Amy's laughing because I can barely get my feet down. But actually, this is perfect because most of the time, for me, I'd be on the pegs, hitting the lanes. I mean, the good thing is you've got the cafe as well here. If you've never been to this one before, you've got the cafe as you walk in. So you can go get yourself a breakfast, go get yourself a coffee, and then have a little walk around this bit. Oh right, is this the one then? The BMW. Oh,
Takes a bit of getting in there.
look at that.
Oh,
eh?
but now I'm in.
Well, that looks a little bit too comfortable, I think. You'll be falling asleep. But yeah, what a bike. I've never really been a fan of the cruisers, but then you see something like this and you think, wow, you know, just on that beautiful sunny day, £13,990 on this one. And again, do you know the mileage on this bike? 1,170 miles, which is absolutely nothing. And this is a 20...
How big the screen is.
Yeah, this is a 2023 reg. Yeah, what an absolute beautiful bike. If you're into that sort of thing, that's a lot of bike for the money.
It is.
1800cc engine, wow. But then next to it as well, we've got like the first edition. Have a little sit on that one. That seat height looks well low.
My seat appears to be missing. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Knee down again.
that suits you.
Heavy though.
Well, they're only heavy if you've got to pick them up. We're missing out a few here, look. We've got the Suzuki V-Stroms down here as
You've
well.
got to have a V-Strom in the yellow if you're having one.
Yeah, you like the yellow. It's struggling to
No,
get.
but I thought it was going to be high. It's actually not. Look, it's not that
Yeah,
bad.
just straighten the handlebars up there.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, it's surprising that, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
initially, actually, when I first saw it, I thought it was like one of the 800s or something, and you've just sat on it. It's a 250 V-Strom. I didn't even know they did a 250. £2,850. It's only got 4,000 miles on the clock, 4,200 miles on it, and that's a 2018. I didn't even know they did a 250, but
Yeah.
actually you fit that rather well.
I would never have even thought to try this, and it's actually not that heavy.
Yeah, and that is the thing when you come to these type of places. There's such a variety of bikes, you know, you can just kind of... Unfortunately, there's too much choice, that's the problem. If we walk down here, you can see all the other Suzukis they've got in. And a lineup of the Hondas as well. And what we've got at the bottom here, we've got some more KTMs. We've got the KTM 1290 Super Adventure. What else have we got down here, look? See what we've got tucked in here. Oh yeah, look, we've even got the Husqvarna. This is the Expedition, the Norden 901. It's a bike I've not ridden. I do like the look of these as well. I think this carries that KTM 890 engine. This one's £9,290, 11,000 miles on the clock. They're a good looking bike though. You even look at things like the bash plates as well. They're proper robust, they are. So the sign down the bottom is the end of the road. So here you can get your bike serviced, I think you get your bike repaired, they do MOTs. We need to bring your Benelli down here and get that MOT. And we'll see if we can take you behind the scenes. There's a barrier there, but we'll go and ask, see if we can take a quick look.
This is the bit you wouldn't normally see, and it's a proper hive of activity. Loads of bikes in for servicing, maintenance and prep work. The team are busy making sure everything's running perfectly. And with that many bikes in stock, you need a lot of ramps.
So, Amy B, that was great to have a little insight behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Bike servicing, MOT. We're going to get your bike down here and get it MOT'd. It should pass with flying colours because you've only done about 10 miles on it in about a year.
It should pass with flying colours because I serviced it.
Of course, yeah, you did your service
Yeah.
and not ridden it since. But anyway, right. So through to this area here, which is actually this is like the reception service. I'm guessing this is where you book in for your service, your MOT. And
They also use this area to film their podcasts.
we head down here and we've got the cafe where... Are we going to grab a quick coffee before we go? So, Amy B, favourite bike of the day?
So in the best looking bike category, I'm going to go with the Ducati Scrambler Cafe Racer that you've sat on. But in the potential new bike category for Amy B, I am definitely going with the V-Strom 250.
Yeah, surprising you. That suited you, that bike, didn't you? You get
Very
your feet
surprised.
flat down as well, yeah. So it just shows you what you can find when you come and look around these sort of superbike factory supermarkets for motorcycles. For me, it would have to be the Ducati Desert X. I like them bikes. And it's the sort of thing you could use this time of the year, get a little bit of wet, get a bit muddy and not care too much about it and hit them trails. If it had been the spring or summer, I think I'd be tempted for something like the Triumph Thruxton. I think them bikes just look super cool. Great sort of bike to take to a bike night. But all in all, there's some fantastic bikes in there. And like I said, super low miles as well. And I was checking a few prices against eBay as we was going around as well. And actually, these win on price hands down as well. Even private sellers were trying to ask for more than what they were in here for similar bikes, a similar year, similar mileage. So
Got that 120 point check here as well, and you're always going to get an MOT.
yeah, and actually going behind the scenes, we couldn't really film in there because they've got music on, but they've got the mechanics out the back there, and some of them mechanics are, there's a guy that works for a race team there as well. His knowledge is like exceptional on the bikes, and you've seen how big the workshop is in there, so servicing and MOTs looks absolutely spot on. So on that note, I hope you've enjoyed our little walk round the Superbike Factory at Donington Park, and don't forget, if you ain't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Give us a like and we'll see you in the next one.